you want to introduce yourself and tell us like a little bit about yourself and what you're up to?
There's not much interesting about me, but sure, I can.
Oh,
I'm Sarah Porter now. Weird. It's so weird to say.
I know, that's what I was going to say, Sarah, and I was like, wait, what should
It's
I
Sarah
say?
Porter. It's Sarah Porter. I just recently got married, live in Asheville. Just switched jobs. I work in the medical field, which is definitely my passion. Love the medical field. My hobbies include the gym, and the gym, and my dog, and hanging out with my dog, and yeah, my husband. We like to do outdoorsy things, and that's about it.
Yeah. I'm excited. You've given me like a lot of advice when I was like, I'm moving to North Carolina. So I need to ask you about things like that. But so the point of this podcast is to figure out what everyone thinks is the biggest problem in the world and then see if we can solve it. So
That's so cool. It's like Carmen,
yeah,
San Diego.
mixed with the Olsen twins. Like, what we done when our Starbucks is empty.
Yes.
So I know we talked about this like a little before we started recording, but you know, you're really into health and fitness and that's what you do for your work. So if there was one thing that you think we could do to save the world, what would it be?
Okay, yes, we did talk about this earlier. I would, and not to sound, I don't know, whenever this topic is mentioned, it's just like, but obesity. Definitely think that obesity could solve a lot of, not necessarily obesity, but health
Yeah.
could solve a lot of problems.
Just like overall health and well-being.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we can talk about some controversial topics.
Like what? What's a good one?
Oh, the new, what's the new, like, big is beautiful, that type thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that on some other podcasts too. Like, it's one thing to love yourself, but it's another thing to like encourage an unhealthy lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you can't just be like, yeah, it's great that you're overweight. Like, don't hate yourself, but
Yes.
like also do something about it. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
like if there's no active change or no like will to change your lifestyle and you're obese and eating ice cream and popcorn, not saying that these are bad things because I strongly don't think that food should have a negative connotation towards it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're treating your body with disrespect and you know not feeding it how it should be fed, then that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have problems, that's a problem. You know, diabetes, all, you know, I could go on and on. Hypertension, hypercholesterol, hypothyroidism, like
All of them.
all these things
All the
can be controlled with food.
with just diet, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And not just a vegan diet.
Okay, so what diet do you live? Like, are you vegan? What are you?
I am vegan until dinner.
Vegan until dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So you just eat meat once a day,
Yes,
essentially, and then
essentially.
do you do red meat, poultry, pork? Like, you stay
So
away from
I
anything?
do red meat closer to my period
Okay.
because honestly, I don't really know the science behind that.
I think I know it. It's because
Okay.
you lose. So when you are menstruating, you lose all blood, obviously, and the iron in your blood. So I noticed that too. I crave stuff, and it's I think because your body's trying to refill the nutrients that you're losing in your blood, like iron. Sometimes you
Yeah.
can have too much iron, but if you don't, you can become anemic, like all these kind of things.
Right, which is probably what happened when I went vegan. We can talk about that later.
Did you
or
go like
now.
strict vegan?
Okay, so I'll just be like open and vulnerable. It was like a year and a half ago, I had a cancer scare. And cervical cancer runs in my family. Like my aunt died from it. My cousin survived it, but it happened like she got it when she was 26. Mm-hmm. And then I had a scare. I went to my OB. My pap came back I guess, negative.
Yeah.
Negative. They had to do further testing. They came back. It was like high cell cancer, like pre-cancerous type stuff. And they had to do biopsies. And finally I was like, is there anything I can do to like prevent this from happening? And she didn't say like a vegan diet. She basically said no. No. Like,
but in a moment of panic, you heard her say plant-based, and you're like, yeah.
Well, my coach at the time was plant-based.
Okay.
And so I mentioned it to her, and she was like, plant-based diet. And then that's when What the Health came around.
Yeah.
So, of course, like all people, I watched it and was like, I've got to go vegan. Like, I have to do it. And I mean, I went strict. Yeah. Like, I would freak out.
For how long? Like, how long?
For a year.
For a whole year. Oh, shit.
For a whole year.
That's a long time.
Yeah. It's not like I did it for like 3 months. No, I did it for a whole year. And my PAPs actually came back normal, which was a positive. But I got really sick.
From being vegan, or was that just because your first one was, they had an abnormal?
Yeah, an abnormal pap smear. I mean, like, I don't know. I get so many
mixed messages.
I don't know if it's because it was vegan or not. I don't know. Who knows? And I definitely think veganism is a great diet. It just wasn't for me. Because I also, in the process of that, I got really sick, too.
What, like, you got
I was battling a yeast infection, and my body was so tired and so fatigued and so was lacking a bunch of nutrients that it needed to fight the infection that it couldn't. And so my body was like yeast just overtook my body.
Oh my gosh.
Like it was in my bloodstream, like it was in my ears, my sinuses, my nose, my mouth. As disgusting as that sounds, it was.
What did you do? I mean, so how did you get rid of that?
So then, this has been a long process. So I went back to my OBGYN. We went on diflucan regimens. Didn't work. We did a yeast panel. Nothing abnormal. Just normal yeast. I did boric acid. I did garlic. So
you tried like every holistic.
I tried everything.
Yeah.
I even did the medical, diflucan.
Yeah.
Nothing helped. And then that's when she finally was like, we need to look at your diet.
Yeah. So what were you eating that was making your yeast continue to grow? Were you eating straight rice all the time?
There was a lot of nutritional yeast in my vegan food.
Oh, like the fake cheese and tofu and stuff like that?
Well, I'm allergic to soy. Found that out too when I was vegan.
Okay.
I legitimately had.
Vegan was not a good plan.
Vegan was not a good plan. And everybody was like, oh, you feel great on it. And I was like, no. I even thought I was losing my memory.
Oh. If you aren't getting any fats, which you usually get from animal-based foods, you could have.
Well, I was also lacking B vitamins, and then on top of that I was battling a chronic yeast infection that would not go away. So I was just like, it was not I'm not hear
that. What the hell?
Yeah. I mean, okay, veganism can work for some people. I think that's great. The food is wonderful. The food is great. I think it tastes amazing, but it's not for me.
Yeah,
it's just not for me. My body was not thriving at all.
Yeah.
At all. So I haven't been back since reversing or going back to eating meat. I don't eat dairy. I do not eat dairy. But I haven't been back to the OB since then to get my PAP because I haven't had to. But yeast infection is controlled. Mm-hmm. And I do boric acid treatments once a week. I have to, because that regulates your pH in your vagina. It's a suppository.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like Monistat, but you have to do it yourself.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's fun, wonderful.
I'm gonna Google that one later.
No, it's actually a thing.
Okay.
I didn't even know. I wish I knew this before. I didn't know this was you can get them online. I get them here. Somebody makes them here.
Oh, cool.
They
So
actually
you do
make them
that
at compounding
weekly?
pharmacy. Yeah, I have to do it twice a week. Just
a week.
because I had it for so long.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I do fragrance-free everything.
Yeah.
Like, I try to eliminate all chemicals from my cleaning stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to switch from plastic to glass and, like, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's honestly, like, I'm at that point right now where I just want to just chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, I'm tired of fighting this or, like, be this...
Well, I can't remember what the name
person.
of it is, but there's a name where it's like anorexia, but then you become so focused on health, and I can't remember what it's called. It's like flying out of my ears right now.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it right.
And it can be harmful to be like so worried about everything you put in your body.
Yeah, because stress is a huge component to health as well.
Yeah.
Like
totally.
a huge component. I mean, I was even told, like, you need to stop working out just because your body is so tired.
Yeah.
It can't fight it anymore.
Overworking out.
Well, no, it wasn't that I was overworking out. Well, at the time, yes, because my body was just fighting this infection that it couldn't fight. And then I was just adding more stress to my body and to my central nervous system. And it just wasn't giving it time to rest and breathe and, you know, like, do what it's supposed to. Because our bodies are designed to heal itself. Yeah. And our bodies are smart as fuck. They are so smart.
Yeah.
They really are. So yeah, that was my vegan journey.
After I watched that, I went vegan for 3 months too.
Oh, did you?
But I didn't do it strict. I'm like really poor impulse control, so I like would eat ice cream sometimes. But then I was like, no, I'm vegan. But I mean, that documentary freaked me out. I mean, and I know we're like not the only people. Like a lot of people watched that and then panicked and went vegan. And
for sure,
I feel like at first I was like, yes, like these people are great. Now I'm kind of like, you guys are irresponsible. Like you're giving out health advice to the masses, and there's no health advice that's applies to everyone. Like, I don't think that is...
I just think it's funny, like, when I was vegan, and I was hardcore. Like, ask my husband, he was just like, Sarah, get over this shit, because this is annoying as fuck.
Yeah, it was hard to go.
In reality, it was for a good reason. You know, I didn't want to have cancer. Like, shit.
I don't want to die.
I didn't want to die, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, exactly, so...
Because if you eat meat, you're gonna die.
I know.
You are gonna die, and you're gonna be miserable.
Well, that's how I felt after watching it. But it's just funny. I see a lot of these vegan accounts on Instagram, and like their resources or this information they're putting out, these memes that they're putting out. It's just like chickens are ground up. If male chicks are ground up in a blender because they're useless and and it's like, where the fuck do you get this shit?
Yeah.
Do people actually do this? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. I hope not, because I am, but I am an activist for the animals for sure. But
well,
I don't know. It's just like, also, where is this stuff coming from?
Yeah, I thought about the moral argument of it a lot. And it's like, you can't argue against it. Like, yeah, it is, like, what they're doing in these, like, factory farms is not good.
Mm-mm.
But also, we need to eat other animals. Like, that's how we are going to survive. So I think there's, like, a way to, like, not do what they're doing. So it's just, like, a hard moral thing to, like, be like, yes, I do need to eat this, but the way that we're getting it is, like, not good.
It is there is a hard, yes.
Like, I think life needs life to keep living.
Well, yeah, that's how humans started out. I mean, we were hunters and gatherers.
Yeah.
Like, we hunted our food.
Yeah.
That's what we did. And where vegans come up with, we didn't do that. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I mean, I know we ate berries and stuff like that as well, but I don't know. But yeah, there is a moral dilemma, I guess you could say, with... That's where I had trouble. I was like, I love animals, but I don't want to eat them, but I need to eat them. So
that's how I felt too. I was like, and I tried to be vegan, and I did lose weight when I did it, but I think it was just because I didn't know. Like, I don't think it was because I was vegan. I think I was just eating less.
Right, because
Like,
you
you know what I
couldn't
mean?
eat anything.
Yeah.
Or,
And I'm
quote
too,
unquote,
like, lazy to, like, do real research.
right.
So.
I mean, it is a hard lifestyle to change. You have to be dedicated, but...
But then after that, I did not... I went... Like, I flip-flopped immediately from that to, like, a high-protein diet. And then I gained all the way back, and I felt horrible. Like, I kept falling asleep. Like, it was almost like narcolepsy.
Did you do keto?
No. Well, I had done some looking at that, like, a couple years ago whenever it first came out, like, paleo. But I never got, like, hardcore into that.
Okay, good.
But after I did the high-protein, like, that really messed me up. This was, like, last fall. And I swear, it was like I had narcolepsy.
Well,
like, I was crashing to where I couldn't even keep myself awake.
Well, your body was trying to figure out what was going on. I mean, you went from, like, a very low-protein diet
and
to
low
a very...
calorie. Like, I was getting
calories. To a very high-protein diet. So, and then eating more, too, your body was like...
so much.
So our body digests better when we're resting. At rest. When we're working out, our digestive system shuts off. Or when we're active, our digestive system shuts off. That's why they say, you know, like, just rest. Wait until you know. And actually, you should wait at, like, an hour after working out so you can better digest food. But, yeah, your body was in shock. I'm
Dude,
sure.
it was. I've never felt like that. Like, I can sleep a lot, and, like, I can sleep really late, and I don't have problems with that. But I've never uncontrollably fallen asleep every single day to where it was, like, painful if I didn't. It was really weird.
Your body.
But then as soon as I dropped off all the protein, I was fine again. I mean, it took, like, a couple, like, 2 months.
Yeah.
Of, like, just being... I got so sick of it, I just was like, dude, I'm gonna eat whatever the fuck I want. And I went, like, ham.
Yeah, like, I don't... Like, if I went to a steakhouse, I wouldn't get a steak. Like, I don't...
What would you get?
I'd probably get, like, a salad with...
What?
Yeah, like...
What?
My mom is vegetarian. She has been for years, like, because she has a heart problem.
Okay.
And so, like, and plus my mom is a health nut as well, but we didn't grow up with a lot of meat.
Yeah.
We just didn't.
I didn't really either. I mean, we ate, like, probably chicken a lot.
And I just don't... I mean, I eat it because I feel like I need to, but I don't prefer it.
See, I'm the same way, and I would, like, you will never really catch me, like, buying a steak and, like, cooking it at home for myself.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a steakhouse, I'm gonna order a steak.
No. The only red meat we ever ate was if Dad killed it.
Oh, really?
A deer.
So you grew up and your dad hunted pretty often?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We had a deep freezer.
So, okay.
So we had venison all the time, and it's so freaking good.
Yeah.
Beef,
I've had it, but my dad was not a hunter, so...
and he got it processed so well, like, it's so good.
Yeah.
So fucking good. And it's lean.
Yeah.
And it's just got a lot of flavor, but other than that, I don't really prefer meat.
I don't either, and I won't cook it for myself. But then there'll be those random times where all of a sudden I'm craving it. And I just, that thing I heard about the iron, I just heard that, like, this week. I was like, oh, that makes so much sense.
Oh, yeah.
Because for myself, I will not eat, I mean, I can go, like, more than a couple of weeks without eating any meat.
I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing.
I eat a lot of eggs, though. Eggs are, like, my jam.
According to vegans, eggs cause cancer.
I know. And that was, like, kind of the deal breaker for me. I was like, wait, I can't have eggs. I can't live like this.
Studies show that it causes pancreatic cancer.
I don't now, like, looking back and reading all the debunk articles of that and then seeing how I reacted to being vegan, I'm like, I don't believe anything they said anymore. The only thing that I, again, can totally give them is the moral argument of, like, these farms are mistreating animals and it's, like, not always, like, sanitary and stuff like that. I totally agree with that.
I do too. And the antibiotics. Like, if I buy meat, it is grass-fed. It is non-antibiotic, non-GMO. Like, it is expensive as fuck.
That's another reason I don't really buy it for myself.
But, yeah, I usually don't eat meat until dinner.
Yeah. What other things do you do with your diet that you've noticed or things you did that you stopped doing because you're like, oh my god, that did not work for me?
Oh, sugar in the morning, even if it is like fruit.
You avoid it.
I try to, just because I crash about 2:00.
Every day,
I start getting sluggish. I'm not saying like I crash, but I get sluggish.
Yeah.
I also stopped drinking caffeinated drinks, which so I've never really been a caffeine person. I just love the taste of coffee.
Yeah.
I don't drink soda.
What
I've
about
never.
decaf? Do you like that?
That's what I get. I get
Okay.
decaf now, but I was just an idiot and got caffeine drinks especially when I had anxiety. That's another thing. Mental health. We can talk about that with food.
Yeah.
But it caused me to have so much anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, I can switch to decaf.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went like a year, but I switched that. I only drink it when I crave it.
Yeah.
So.
I have to drink coffee every day, but I only drink it right in the morning, and then I don't drink it. If I drink it after 12, like noon, I'll not sleep.
I know.
I'm like really sensitive to it.
I truly. Oh, soy and then soy. So I had a really bad reaction to soy.
Yeah.
I ate tofu and I literally started like sweating like dripping sweat, so anxious. I even went to therapy that day and my therapist was like, all right, well, let's breathe through this. Maybe something, did something happen? And I was like, no, like Somerville, I cannot calm down. And my eyes were dilated and like my heart was beating, and I don't get anxious like my heart beating. I get anxious just like sweating, but my heart was beating so fast. And she was like, I think there's something going on. And I was like, I do too. I don't feel okay.
I'm dying.
So I went to the doctor the next day and I'm allergic to soy.
Wow.
But there. But what were we talking about? Coffee?
Yeah, or just like part of your routine, the things that you've added or taken out that really helped improve
My overall health.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to talk about CBD? I know we talked about this before.
Oh.
You have some. I know I like taking that too.
So, yeah, I started taking... So, I have anxiety. I have been diagnosed for years, but that's linked to high school. High school Sarah that dated Sean.
Uh-oh.
You remember that?
Not really.
Oh. Anyway, I had to take a hiatus from college because of him. And I didn't start having anxiety until after that.
Gotcha.
But anyway, so I was diagnosed with anxiety. I was put on Zoloft, which I still take. Very low dose. 75 milligrams. Also take Ativan as needed, but I probably haven't taken it in like 3 years.
Yeah.
I just keep it on me just in case I do have a panic attack or something like that. So last year when I really just took life and just was like, looked at myself and was like, I gotta get my shit together. Like,
yeah.
I've got to like
this isn't working for me.
Right. Anxiety cannot control me. Like, I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of it dictating my life.
Yeah.
And so that's when, like, I've always been a healthy person and worked out and everything, but I really, truly wanted to look at mental health from a more holistic standpoint. Mm-hmm. And so that's when food became a thing. And then, of course, I introduced CBD oil, which is wonderful. Wonderful.
I'm into it too. So, what do you take? How often do you take it? And what do you...
This is actually a new one. I take the tincture form. Smoking, I don't like to do just because the lungs and stuff. Yeah.
And also you have to have, like, items.
Right, yeah. You have to pay more.
You have to, like, do stuff. I'm so lazy.
And then the pill form, it kind of controls it for you, whereas the tincture form, you can control the amount you take.
Gotcha.
Especially when you're...
made a pill form.
Yeah, especially when you're first starting out and you're just trying to feel how much you need to take or how, what dosage you need to take. So I've used a lot of local brands, and by a lot I mean 2. Kingdom Harvest, which is really good, and I've also used the very first one. I can't think of it, but it's a local form. But then this one I actually got from my doctor like a week ago, and I love it, and it's third party tested. It's I think it's an isolate.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean? You're gonna have to tell me.
So it breaks it down. I'm pretty sure this is what it is. It breaks it down into its like simplest form,
Gotcha.
where some don't, I guess. I don't really know, but it's like it is like the purest form it can be.
No extra stuff.
Yeah, no extra stuff. But this does have clove in it, which is supposed to also help with anxiety.
It smelled really nice.
I like it. I don't see a change from Kingdom Harvest to this one, so it's working.
Yeah.
I guess. I use it.
Do you take it every day?
I take it every day right before bed.
Gotcha. That's when I take it too. I take it at night, and there was a period when I was taking it every day, but now I kind of take it. I mean, in the past month I moved, so it's kind of stressful. So I was taking it maybe like 2 or 3 days a week, but now, I mean, I'll go for like a month without taking it at all. I just kind of take it whenever I feel things start building up, like the pressure. Yeah. I'm like, ugh, and then I'll start taking it at night, just like 2 drops.
So they say...
Better. Are you supposed to take it continuously?
Continuously. That's what they say. I don't know. It could be different now.
Well, I noticed... The reason I stopped doing it every day is when I noticed I wasn't having anxiety, I was getting, fatigued and, like, not groggy, but, like, just noticing a little bit more, like, weird sleepiness.
Yeah, so decrease the dosage.
Well, that was even just with, like, 1 drop. So I was just like, I don't even need this. So I don't take it unless I feel
some pressure.
Yeah,
the guy, when I spoke with him, he said that, like, continuously take it because it builds up in your system. It's
supposed to help decrease, like, overall inflammation, like, in your joints, in your muscles, like,
in your
everywhere.
gut, everywhere, yeah.
But I noticed I got too sleepy. And like I said, I'm really sensitive to caffeine. And so I wonder if I'm just, like, really sensitive to that and it made me tired.
I'm sensitive to a lot of medications. Like, I'm very hesitant about trying new things. And, like, that's why when I went off of veganism, when I stopped doing...
when I started eating normal.
Yeah, when I started being a human, a real human, a normal human, I was, like, so hesitant about even trying meat. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have a reaction.
You're like, I'm going to throw up.
No, I thought I was going to, like, die. Like, now that I'm allergic
that's what
to
they said
it.
With the health, they were just like, oh, if you go off of this and when you reintroduce it into your system, you're going to feel horrible. And that's because it's bad for you. Like...
It just, like...
It's very... looking back, it's so cultish.
Oh, gosh.
Like, guys, if you drop out of this cult, you're going to feel like shit. And you're going to feel like shit until you jump back in the cult.
But that's how I felt.
I know, but, I mean, think about it with any exclusionary diet. If you took something that you used to eat every day and you took it out, you're going to feel different.
But see, and they make you feel, though... They make you... I know. They make you feel, though, like that is the only way to eat, though.
And the only way to be healthy. The only way to be right.
And it's not.
I don't feel like that's true at all. I don't feel like there's anything that applies to every person. Like, the same way that some people are short and some people are tall, some people's bodies do well with broccoli and some people might not. Like, maybe you can eat chicken every day, maybe you can't. I don't know.
Well, so I rag on, like, veganism, but I'm glad I did it just for the experience because now I know, like...
You tried it.
Well, not even that. It's just, like, I thought there was only this certain way of doing things, you know, and you had to do it this way in order to be healthy, in order to, you know, but no, it's not at all.
Way. There's, for everyone, there's what you can do, and then that's going to be different for someone else.
So different. So different. But anyway, yeah, we got off topic with CBD.
CBD, oh yeah, we were talking about CBD.
Oh, did you know, too, with CBD, you can take the tincture form and you can rub it on your, skin. Wherever you're, like, sore or hurting,
I've seen the
you can
lotions and
you can
balms.
actually rub the tincture on there, and it'll help. Oh my gosh, it will help. And I actually have roll-ons.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
From Blue Ridge Hemp.
Mine is Charlotte's Web. I just ordered it online. It doesn't smell as good as that one.
Is it third-party tested?
I have no idea.
'Cause you can find some that are not like.
If I mean, I've had that one tiny bottle and it's lasted me, who knows how long, a long time.
Oh,
but if ever right now, I'll probably try to pick one up from like a place around here, or because I'm sure they have good ones up here.
And we have some.
We're in Asheville, by the way.
Oh yeah.
We are in the land of CBD. This
We are
is like
in the
CBD
land.
headquarters, basically.
We are in the land of all things hippie.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't use it enough to even be like, oh yeah, I need more. Like, what I have will last me probably until 2019.
Yeah, I got mine. That will probably last me for forever. It'll last me like 6 months.
So do you take any other supplements or like things that you add in?
Mm-hmm.
What else do you take? I want to
So,
know
of course, I do Zoloft. That's not a secret. And nobody, don't take
it's a
it.
supplement? You can pick it up at Whole Foods.
Yeah. I'm just going through my medicine cabinet.
I see.
Zoloft, Claritin, glucosamine for my joints.
Gotcha. What does that do?
So it is what is in between the joints, so it cushions it.
Okay.
It produces extra cushion.
Cool.
Cushiony stuff. I was going to say shellfish. No, not shellfish. Well, shellfish is a part of my fish oil.
Gotcha.
And a probiotic. Of course, PB8, the shit. You don't have to go and buy those expensive probiotics. It is amazing. Trust me, I have tried every...
Is it a pill or a drink?
It's a pill.
Pill, okay.
But I also do a greens drink
Okay.
every morning. That's why my milkshakes sometimes look like shit and look like boogers. But the greens drink, it tastes like Flintstone vitamins.
What do you
90s babies.
I remember those.
Okay,
I did take those.
They're disgusting.
But we didn't get them at my house. It was like when we were at our friend's house. I was like, "Oh, can I have one of those?"
They're not good. But
I thought they were the coolest thing then.
Oh yeah, everybody did, because that was like the very first vitamins that for kids.
It was probably just sugar.
Probably, but it's a greens drink and it has digestive enzymes in them. It also has probiotics, and then of course it has your superfoods.
Okay, which ones? What do you include?
Mixed in it. Honestly, I haven't looked. This is just something my doctor told me to
it's
try.
Not a smoothie? It's just like already
No,
made?
it's just it's in powder form, and I just put it in my smoothie.
I see.
Mm-hmm. So I do that every morning, and it is amazing. If you are struggling with IBS or any kind of digestive bloat or digestive problems, you need this. You need this shit.
And so wait, can you order it or it's
I get mine from First Form. I know it's like it's third party tested and it's great. It's a bodybuilding company.
Okay.
I usually don't buy from stuff like that, but theirs has gotten great reviews, like amazing reviews. Mm-hmm. So I got it from there. And it is $50. It's like protein, but it's going to last me. You can take it twice a day, but I only take it once a day.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you don't need too many probiotics.
Does it have like caffeine in it, or it's like
no,
it's just the probiotics? Okay.
Yeah, because I was hesitant about taking it. I was like, because I saw there was green tea in it. But
it's happened to me before where I took something and then I realized like, oh shit, this has a lot of caffeine.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna die. I need to lay down.
Yeah. So it's amazing. Like you need to take it.
I want to try.
It will not affect you like you think. I am super sensitive. Again, ask my husband. I can't have any kind of fragrance in my detergent or I will like break out in hives. So yeah, I'm super sensitive to stuff, but I can handle it. And it's amazing.
That's awesome.
Like I can tell a difference. I've only been doing it for a month since my new doctor. But I can already tell a difference.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And I can drink on it. When I was having my yeast infection, I couldn't drink.
Oh, any alcohol?
Any alcohol.
Oh my god. I knew you can drink beer, but I didn't think...
Just the sugars would
sugars.
make it worse.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I still can't believe you had that. So how long did you have that for?
Almost a year. Almost the whole time I was vegan.
That's crazy.
Yeah, during my wedding.
Oh, great.
Fun.
Good time.
Good times. On my honeymoon. Fun. Good times.
Amazing.
Great. Yeah, no, it was not fun. It was not fun. So yeah, but this will definitely help with, it also helps with maintaining your pH balance in your body.
Gotcha. Okay. Have you heard of Kangen water? Mm-mm. It's supposed to be like a pH balanced water.
I'm sure.
I'm skeptical of it. No. I mean, no, it tastes like water. I tasted it once and I was like, what the fuck? Why are you guys paying like $5 a bottle for this?
Oh,
this is crazy.
Just drink water.
Yeah.
Oh, I also drink,
do you drink tap water or do you drink?
Not here.
No.
No. Mm-mm. If you smell our water, it smells like chlorine. We have 2 filters, but I don't even drink it through the 2 filters.
Oh, gosh. That's one thing. Now that I live out in the woods, I'm on well water.
I was going to say, you probably have good water.
And so the water tastes, I mean, it tastes great. I haven't noticed any, like, I feel more hydrated or anything like that, but I was interested to try it. Because I always drink tap water because I just, like, am too lazy to do the deal. But everyone's like, oh my God, don't drink that. Because Charleston water is not, like, the best, but...
I can imagine. Yeah, don't drink this water. You didn't?
No, I didn't. But I'm just saying, like,
don't do it. Don't do it.
So did you try it and it just smells bad? Or, like, did you...
Oh, you can smell it from, like, just having the faucet run.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's crazy to me.
I know, and we're in Nashville.
And it's supposed to be, like, the most healthy, like, hippie-dippy people.
Yeah. But no, the water's terrible. Especially downtown. But I have nannied for people that have amazing water.
And they live, like, in the suburbs? Or they have filters?
Suburbs.
I don't know.
So Asheville is actually it's bigger than people think, but smaller than people think. It's, I don't know how to explain it. It's actually kind of small. Everybody thinks they live, or they're like, oh, I live in Asheville, but they don't. They live in, like, Canton or Candler or...
That's how it is where I am. I drive for 5 minutes, I'm in a new town. And I'm like, we're in the same place. Like, why does this have a different name?
Right. It's so everybody, or Fletcher or Arden. And it's just like, I mean, I would say it too. Like, if we lived in Arden, be like, oh, I live in Asheville.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah. The water is noticeably different there.
In Arden?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Did I drink from the faucet or not? I think I did. No, I don't think I did.
You didn't?
We've always gone to Ingles and just bought the distilled water.
Have you tried, like, a Brita filter or, like, and it still smells like chlorine? 2 of them. Yeah.
We have to.
You have to.
It doesn't smell like chlorine. It just doesn't. I'm a water snob. I do. Can I blow my nose?
Yeah. Okay, we're back. We're talking about being water snobs. What else are you a snob? Like, what are the other things where you're like, I do not take this out of the box, like, I do something to this, or I buy, like, the upgraded version? I know you said, like, your meat.
The only thing I truly, truly do upgraded version is my meat.
Yeah.
I try to buy organic, but let's be real, it's expensive. Well,
sometimes I think like, does that mean anything?
Well, my dad tried to sell organic tomatoes, and it has to be within such amount, like a certain amount of area has to be pesticide free. So he didn't qualify, like, yeah. So because there's people with gardens next to them, like.
And then, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know that it's like a little bit of a
process.
I
mean, I feel like if you try.
Organic's definitely better than the not organic, but sometimes I'm just like, is this even truly...
Yeah.
Is it with makeup. I mean, if you have one ingredient in your product that's organic, you can put organic on your label. And 99% of your other ingredients can just be shit.
Thank you for mentioning
It's
that.
so
Yes.
annoying. And it's like, that's another one that, I mean, for a while I was spending so much. I've like really pared it down now, but I try to get the upgraded versions of makeup. Like that's the stuff that I like buy the better products of.
Now I do hair. Yes, I just don't. I don't wear enough I don't wear makeup hardly ever. Mm-hmm. But if I do, it's just whatever I have. Yeah. And again, like we said, it's the Whole Foods brand. Yeah. But hair, I don't skimp on. Meat, I don't skip on. And any skin products. Yeah. So like lotion, soap. So to wash my face, which right now you don't want to see, but I had a little incident where I was actually allergic to my shampoo. Oh my God. So it broke me out on my, like right on my hairline. Mm-hmm. It's gotten much better. But, so skin products, I can't even think of the name. My soap is just oatmeal and coconut oil, and you can get it from Whole Foods. It's just the bar of soap, and it's great. It's amazing, and that's literally the ingredients. It's $2 for a bar of soap, but it's worth it, especially if you've had yeast infections or any kind of problem going on. Yeah. Dude, chemicals can have such a huge effect on your body. Anyway, so that I use, is it Kiss My Face?
I think so. Yeah.
Kiss My Face soap. Again, fragrance free. I would like to get cleaner. I do sometimes use coconut oil, but it's just so greasy. Yeah. And then I wash my face with hemp oil. Okay. And I spray it with rose water.
I saw the rose water you have. I have the same one.
Mm-hmm. And you can literally get organic hemp oil from Whole Foods for a huge bottle for $15, and it'll last you forever.
Using that as your cleanser?
Cleanser, moisturizer, everything.
Hemp oil, okay.
Hemp oil, and it is amazing. My mom has been using it, really? And her dermatologist was like, "Have you been doing anything different?" And she was like, "In fact, I have." It's just amazing. So yeah, I guess she's an herbalist or some. I don't know what you would call her, but she works in the makeup department at Whole Foods. Gotcha. And she went to school for this kind of stuff, and she said yes, just hemp oil and rose water. Wow. It's great, and it's been amazing. It's supposed to help.
Stupid amount of money on.
Oh gosh, it's supposed to help with like aging and all this stuff. I know, like.
How much is that foundation? A lot.
This
I know
CC
the foundation
cream,
I bought was like $30.
And it has zinc in it.
Ooh.
Oh. And the sunscreen.
Well, so that's another one that's so tricky because I did a lot of research into sunscreen, and I think so. There's two different kinds. Like one's chemical, and one's you're actually covering your skin. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what zinc is. Oh. So it's like actually creating that barrier. Oh. So it's better than putting a chemical on your face, but then it's like it's still a chemical that those are the ones that mess up the reefs and like so it's like
and causes cancer.
I don't know. I feel like
well, my mom has had many skin cancer removals on her face, and right before my wedding she had one that was like this big. Removed from her face, and thank goodness it was like right here in the crease. In the smile line. Yeah, the smile line. So the doctor was able to make it look like it was her crease, but she's a big advocate for sunscreen, and she doesn't give a fuck if it's got chemicals on it. Yeah. She's like, I don't care, but she always wears some.
I had a few removed when I was young.
Did you?
When I was in high school, yeah. And then in college, I had one on my arm. And, like, they had to go back and go again. So I have, like, kind of like a little hole right there. Like, you can, like, feel the dent. Like,
I see the dent.
You see how it goes down? That's because they took a chunk out.
That's crazy.
And then I just stopped going in the sun. Like, even though I lived at the beach, I hardly ever went. And if I did, I always wore, like, a big hat and looked like a nerd. But Like, it freaked me out. But it was also my own fault because I went to tanning beds. Definitely don't do that.
I think we all did in high school.
I mean, you couldn't be pale. That was like you were.
No, especially in
lamest.
Columbia, South Carolina. You were
God.
like, it was
The
all
orange-
about
the
how you
more
look.
orange, the cooler you were.
High school.
I was so orange. I was very orange. I got spray tans on top of fake tans. Like, I would go in the tanning bed and get a spray tan. Like,
Damn.
I looked crazy. And my face was
You look
the
like
same
a
color as my
Dorito.
neck, was the same color as my hand to my arm. Like, it looked so bad, but I felt amazing about it. I was like,
I mean, I tan, but I didn't get spray tan on top of
did.
regular tan.
I
That's
did.
crazy.
I spent all my money on tanning, probably. Yeah, I probably spend the most on, like, my beauty stuff. I use this stuff called Ren.
Dude, hemp oil
I'm gonna
and
try it.
rose water. And it creates that oily feel, but it is the least clogging. If you go, there's some kind of test that you do, it doesn't clog your pores.
Okay.
This is not a good example right now, but it's just because I'm trying to get over
The shampoo thing. I have pretty sensitive skin, but I use Whole Foods, their store brand body wash. The fragrance-free version has been the best thing I've ever found.
Dude, get this soap. It's on the back of my soap.
Usually I find those bar soaps to be kind of drying, though. Like, with a lot of natural products,
it does.
it's pretty, like, sometimes the organic, like, all-natural version of skin products is more harmful to me, just an irritation.
Yeah, it does dry out my skin. But
So
I
then
stay
you put
hydrated
lotion
from the
on.
inside out.
Okay.
Drink my 1.5 gallons of water a day.
You drink 1.5 gallons.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, for people on the podcast, Sarah is 4 feet tall. You're drinking as much water as is your body. That's ridiculous.
So my body
How
actually
is that?
I'm supposed to drink 76 ounces.
And how many?
For my body. So a gallon is like 120
That's
something.
almost double.
Yes. But you gotta understand, like, our body is 3/4 made of water.
Yeah, but
Our body, we have to
how do you have time
replenish-
to do anything other than drink water?
My body's getting used to it. If I don't drink it, I feel funny.
Really?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Wow, that's a lot. What about, okay, are you ever traveling? Like, I know when I'm in the car.
Yeah,
Do you
Porter
have to
hates
pee
me.
a lot?
Porter hates me so much because then he's like,
Every 20 miles,
He always-
like, can we stop?
he always makes a joke. I'll bring my gallon with me in the car, and he'll be like, "Oh, I'm Sarah. I think it's a great idea to drink a gallon of water before we go
On a road trip.
Yeah, and it was just like, shut up. You need to drink more water.
This is for my health, okay?
It is.
It's for my health.
It is. As long as you
Oh my
try.
God. So wait, do you supplement with, like, any minerals? Because I have heard that you can drink so much water that you can deplete. Like, do you add salt to a lot of your food, or
No,
no? And you're fine.
I'm fine.
You're fine. All right.
I'm good.
All right,
I like
well,
it.
need
If
to
I
drink
don't drink my water, and you'll know, like, if you ever do a health coach or something, their number one thing is, like, you cannot skimp on water.
Yeah.
Like,
Have you experimented with a lot of coaches, or like
yes, I've had 3.
3?
I'm with one
And what
now.
are your thoughts? Like, what do you like about it?
Even though I know my shit, quote unquote, like, I still think it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a
Is
great
it more
thing.
accountability, or like more?
It is. It's a more of accountability, and plus, like, especially me wanting to become a coach, I want my efforts to be put into my clients, and I don't want to, like, have to sit here and, you know, count out my macros and figure out what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
I want somebody else to figure that shit out for me.
Yeah.
It's always good to have a coach. Accountability, 1, so you don't get off track, and, you know, 2, like, less time.
Yeah.
I mean, it saves a lot of time just to sit there and, like, not have to put together your own workout routine, even though it costs more. I think that is the best investment you can do for yourself.
I've tried it, okay, and I think I'm like a weird person, and all the people I worked with are really talented, but I always gain weight every time, and I think it's like a weird self-sabotage thing, where, like, I don't know what it is, but I always fuck it up, and I always like.
So what did they?
I become like rebellious. And, like I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to eat this.
You
salad?
told me no.
Oh, you think that? I'm gonna eat this.
Were
pizza.
you put on a meal plan?
Yes, I've done multiple times meal. Like I've done.
Oh,
I've
girl,
done it all.
can we do like a consultation right now?
No, because then I'm gonna gain 10 pounds just talking to you about it.
No, that's why you need flexible dieting. I hate meal plans. That is exactly why you don't do meal plans.
All right, well, I fucked up big time.
Because
I've tried so many meal plans, and all the people are really smart, and I really I like them. They're still my friends. I love these people.
Like you. Like if you tell me to do something, I'm gonna be like.
I do the opposite just to spite my own self, and I'm like, why am I doing this?
Right.
But then I'll go off a diet, and I eat so healthy. Like I make smoothies, I eat salads. Like I'm like, oh, I don't even want to.
So have you dabbled in macros? Or
yes.
Flexible dieting?
Macros, yes. Flexible dieting, no idea what that is. I mean, I've heard that term, but I never really...
So macros and flexible dieting go hand in hand. It's basically the same thing. You're given these set of macros that you...
Well, yeah, I've been given the macros, and then...
Similar to Weight Watchers points, and you meet these macros.
Yes.
So if you want to eat a fucking donut, you can eat a fucking donut. If you want to eat, it's basically...
But then you can't eat for like the rest of the day.
Yes, you can. What kind of macros do they have you on?
I don't know.
I'm
already getting rebellious. I feel myself being like, you know.
Like right now, I'm literally eating 220 grams of carbs. This is
a day.
A day. This is maintenance calories for me. Like so, in order to maintain my shape, I have to eat 220 carbs. 125 grams of protein. This is just for me, P.S. Any podcasters out there, anybody listening, it does not work. It is specific to the individual.
Right.
So,
wait,
what works for me might not work for you. 125 grams of protein and 57 grams of fat.
Gotcha.
And this is just maintenance.
Gotcha.
And this is... Actually, this is only...
How many months have you been doing it? Or, like, do you do cycles? Or, like, what do you...
So, I do a lot of cycling. See, last year I was in, like, a complete deficit for a long time.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why my body couldn't fight that yeast infection, too. Because I was not only vegan and not getting what my body was used to, the nutrients my body was used to, but I was also in a deficit for my wedding.
Oh, shit.
And so I specifically think that you should only be in a deficit for 12 weeks.
At a time. And then how much of a break before you start the deficit again? So
you go a deficit and then you reverse diet back up to maintenance. And usually after you are in a deficit and you reverse diet, your body can now take that nutrients and use it how it should.
I know what a deficit is, and so you're having less calories than you need every day for 12 weeks, and then what's the reverse dieting back up?
So basically weight loss is less calories.
Right.
You can do whatever kind of workouts you want to do, but you consume less. Maintenance calories is the amount of calories the amount of energy your body needs to maintain the shape it has.
Yeah.
And then a surplus is more calories taken in order to gain muscle, hopefully muscle. I don't know many people. There are some people that probably should gain fat as well. A lot of bodybuilding women. Actually, now that I say that, probably a lot of women for hormonal reasons. I think a lot of people think that, like, they need to eat less in order to... there's a whole science behind it. In order to lose weight, yes, you do need to eat less, but they're eating way less, way too low, and for longer periods of time than they should. And that has an effect on your hormone, your gut, your everything, and that can really fuck up your system.
Yeah. So wait, what's reverse dieting?
So reverse dieting is going from a deficit to maintenance, or from maintenance to surplus.
Okay, so you just slowly add more.
Adding calories.
Right, each week.
Mm-hmm.
Or how do you do
maybe not each week.
Or it's like an immediate thing, like the end of 12 weeks. Suddenly
no, you want to gradually do it.
Okay.
You can, but if your coach tells you to just jump up like 150 grams of carbs, run. Run. That coach does not know what they're doing. So, yeah.
To know. So, like, what resources do you use when you're, like, looking for things to fit your macros, looking for new supplements, like, looking for that kind of stuff? Like, where do you go to find
I've been doing this for so long. I just do what works for me.
Yeah.
You know, like, I see all these things, like, try this, try that, try this, and it's just like, no. I'm done trying it. I tried vegan.
I know, I've tried every diet in the world.
You know, but I just do what works for me. I don't care if anybody judges me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But food has never really been my problem. Neither really has working out. I'm very disciplined.
Yeah. I mean, you've never been overweight, like, you know what I mean?
No, but I was chunky in high school.
I don't know.
I just had big old boobies.
That might be it.
I did.
Might be it.
They were huge. She has some huge titties. Yeah, no, there's nothing in particular. If I like it, I like it. I try to stay away from, well, I do stay away from soy. I stay away from dairy. But I'm not going to go crazy if there's accidentally, like, I eat something there's milk in that I had no idea there was milk in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just stressing myself out more doesn't help.
Yeah.
The situation. I try to eat as whole foods that I can that are nutrient dense.
Yeah.
But if I don't, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, and then, like, Saturday, I drank a whole bottle of wine. Whoops.
Oopsie.
Whoopsies. But, like, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I'm just going to continue back on my plan and keep going.
Yeah.
Like, it's life. I'm not going to sit here and, you know, like, you can make this body that you want or this image that you think society wants you to have or that you think you should have because society has told you to have this body. But then you get there and you're like, now what?
Yeah.
What the fuck now?
Now
like,
I'm sitting alone on my couch with my kale.
Right. Like, go out and enjoy that body like you have. I think the gym is great if you utilize it correctly. And I think eating healthy is great. But you also got to live your fucking life.
Yeah.
That's just my 2 cents.
Well, thank you so much for your 2 cents. I'm glad we got to do this. We've been talking about it for a while, so.
Oh, damn. How long?
It's been an hour, because it was 40 minutes and now 20.
Oh. Can I ask you about your mermaid business?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, like, how did this come about? I'm curious.
Okay. Do you want to keep it on this?
Sure.
Okay. So, I've always wanted to, like I said, I get rebellious when people tell me what to do. I am not great at working for other people. I do not like it. I don't like people telling me what to do. So I knew I wanted to have my own business. And in the first part of my career, I worked in marketing. And so I had done I can do the full gamut, like strategy, product photography, photo shoots, like graphic design,
cool.
all the deal.
Yeah. So
I originally thought that I wanted to open a marketing agency and just do all my skills for other people. And it was funny. The one thing I needed to add to that was, like, learn how to make websites. I knew how to do some stuff, but I didn't know everything. So I wanted to learn how to code. So I quit my job, and I went to this coding school. And the day before coding school was about to start, I had a pulmonary embolism and, like, almost died.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was cray. That's a whole other health thing that we could get into. But, so, it was an allergic reaction to birth control, actually. My body freaked out. Obviously, I was only on it for a month. And then, so, I was really not in a place to start a business. I was, like, halfway dead. I was, like, super broke. So I got a job. And I needed, like, health insurance. I had all these, like, doctor's bills and, like, hospital bills and all this shit. So I was like, all right, I had no, like, energy. Like, I was so tired for, like, a whole year, basically, and just messed up. And that's when I started having anxiety and needing CBD and stuff like that. So I just put that idea on hold. And then, but it turned out well because the more I thought about it, if you're in an agency business, even though I own my own business, I still have to answer to my clients and do the whole dance of like convincing people my idea is the right idea and like this is what we should do. And I was like, I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
I like to just do my own thing and like run with it and go with it.
Right.
And so it was probably after exactly a year, I started this other venture with a partner, and it was like an online media thing. Didn't work out. Crashed and burned. But luckily, we had planned a trip for me and my business partner to go. It was going to be like bonding, creativity, blah, blah, blah. And business crash, burn, burst into flames. But I had a plane ticket that I had to use. Like, I had already booked the ticket and everything. So, and like I love mermaids. Always. And forever. And glitter. Do you remember I like always,
yes.
like, glitter is like my shit.
Yes,
I was, like,
I know.
a child. I love glitter. And so I like basically randomly picked Anguilla to go to. I found it on Airbnb. It was called the Mermaid Room. And I was like, okay, well, this is where I'm going to go. So I changed my ticket from this stupid old business thing that we were supposed to do. Went to Anguilla and stayed with this mermaid lady and just like had the best time ever. The woman who had the Airbnb also owned a mermaid school. Her name's Estelle. She's the coolest lady in the world.
Mermaid school? Like you go there to learn?
So literally we go to the beach. She gives you a mermaid crown and she gives you like these cool like arm things with like shells. And she puts glitter all over your face. And then she has all these tails, like zillions of tails, like for like little kids and obviously for adults. So I put on a tail, and there was like a couple of other girls there, and she like takes us in the water and like teaches us all these things, like literally mermaid school. Like we learned how to swim in a circle together and like do one arm.
Shut up!
So serious.
Shut the fuck up!
I'm so serious. So we like learned how to flip and like
with the tail.
Yeah, with the tail.
Did the glitter stay on?
That's the problem. It did not. That will come in a month's time later.
Yeah.
So we do this whole thing, and like I even found a starfish while I was mermaiding, and I was like, oh my god, Muriel, this is so cool. And it was just like the funnest thing ever. And like on that trip, I just had like a realization, like, okay, you need to get it together. Like you're not tired anymore. Like you're not sick anymore. Because
you kind of using that as a clutch.
Well, it had been a year and a half, and I still was having a lot of anxiety, but it was manageable, and I was back to feeling, like, for a while, I really had no energy. Like, I would fall asleep at 7 p.m., and when I woke up in the morning, like, I was still tired. Which, I mean, that happens, like they said, basically, when your lungs aren't working. So I had the clot for 2 weeks, and I didn't know. I mean, I was in, like, pain, and I knew something wasn't right, but I didn't know that's what it was. So for 2 weeks, my blood wasn't circulating right, and so they said it can mess up, like, the quality of your blood, and then your cardiovascular system, and then obviously like your lungs are kind of. So I was just tired all the time.
Oh yeah, my mom's heart problem was that her heart would pump the blood back into her heart and not to the rest of her body.
Ugh,
so she was so tired all the time. Like, and we were just like, something is wrong.
I mean, it was just really bad fatigue, but not as bad as that vegan narcolepsy shit that I had. But so.
Fucking vegan.
After a year and a half, I still had some issues, but nothing that was like should have been preventing me from working hard. And so after that, and I was like, listen, you need to get it together. But I still didn't know what I wanted to do. But I had decided I didn't want to work for a service. I wanted to do a product. And then I was thinking, and the glitter wiping off and getting in my eyes and all in my snorkeling mask. I was like, I should make a waterproof body glitter. So, like, I got back from that trip, I think it was, like, in June, and then by August, I had, like, come up with my name and, like, the product profile, and I was searching for all the cosmetic manufacturers, and since, so that was August, I think I picked the manufacturer by, like, September or October, and then I've been working with them since then to now, and I've gone through, like, zillion like pivots and iterations, and custom cosmetic manufacturing is really challenging and takes a lot of time and money.
I feel like any making a product is challenging.
New product, yeah. So I'm still in it's called formulation of that product because I'm trying to create an organic really safe for sensitive skin, waterproof base that I can then put the glitter in. So that is what's taking so long. And then in the meantime, I've launched my other 2 products, which are the scales and then just the loose glitter. And then I have another cool product coming for Christmas, hopefully, if I can get everything together.
So where do you sell these things?
I just sell them online, and then I'm working on getting some into resale. Not opening my own retail store, but having other people carry it.
You should go to like Claire's.
I know. They have a lot of cool things. But I've still, the past month or 2 since, I mean, we didn't really touch on this, but like I quit my job and I moved to a cabin in the woods. So I've just been kind of trying to figure out my plan. But I do think the scales will be really great in retail. So I'm working on getting some wholesale and then building up the capital to finish the waterproof product. Because I just need more money to finish formulating it.
Well, you're in Festival City now.
I know. Then they'll do great for festivals. I did some events, and I did like 3 or 4 in Charleston, and they did so well in person. So I just need to, I gotta come up with a plan. I want to make a calendar. There's so many cool festivals coming up, just like within a couple hours drive. So.
Well, in Asheville, I mean, we went to the market on Saturday, and then we walked downtown, and there was another market, and people were selling their stuff.
Yeah, I need to, now that I'm here, I need to figure out where I can go and try to get
I think you can contact them through Instagram and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And people are so willing to help, especially small businesses here.
Yeah. It's just me.
Oh, gosh. No, they love, like, do it.
Yeah. So it's been really fun. So I guess I started in fall, and then the website went live with these products in June. So it takes a lot more time. Like, in my mind, I started in August, and I was like, oh, my product will be launched in January.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, I was crazy to think that.
I'm sure. I can't even imagine. Like, even me, like, trying to start my own health coaching. It was just, like, finding people to, to coach.
Yeah.
Period. Or to trust you or your product, which is you yourself.
Yeah.
It's hard.
But it's pretty fun.
It is
fun. I like it.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I keep telling my husband, I'm like, this is my glitter friend, my mermaid magic friend.
The mermaid.
I was like, she literally makes money from selling glitter. What the fuck?
And I love glitter so much.
I know, that's awesome.
It's so fun. It's really, I have a lot of fun, like, doing the shoots and taking pictures and stuff, so.
I want to be a mermaid.
You can. I want to do Mountain Mermaid Pod.
Oh, that would be cool.
I feel like it would be fun. There's so many lakes, like.
Can I be a fit mermaid?
Yeah. Any kind of mermaid you want to be.
Strong mermaid.
Muscle mermaid.
Yeah.
That could be you. That's so fun.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a really good time. I just decided I like mermaids, so this is my job now. And now I'm figuring out how to make it work.
Dude, I mean, that takes balls, to be honest with you. I could have used a better word than balls, but that's okay. It's brave. It's hard.
Well, people definitely do think it's weird, but I just don't care.
I don't think it's weird. I just think it's hard. It's like it's difficult starting your own business and like believing in yourself enough to do something.
Do you like look at online people for motivation or like when you're looking at starting your health stuff, like what do you look at? Do you look at anything to when you asked about coaching, like I feel like if you do want to become a health motivator or whatever you want to do with your fitness journey or whatever, I feel like you do need to experience it yourself. So that's partly why I've had 3 different coaches. Yeah.
Yeah, to see what I like and cost too. I mean, and how they work and how I want to work.
Well, so the thing that you're talking about, like being, like you're saying, like it takes a lot of balls. I feel like for a long time, another thing that held me back was like I'm on this podcast, like I'm talking to people like this. I am not really like that type of person, you know. And like
but
I
feel
also
like you are.
I am, but
you're doing the damn thing.
Well, yeah, because I'm like forcing myself to do it. But also, one thing I do is I vlog, which is super not me. Where I just I literally video, and so I videoed like the whole process from like August, September of last year's time, and I got all of like that ideas and all the courage from Gary Vee. So like, if you're feeling, do you want to? I'm like 100% fangirl, 100% obsessed.
See, okay, yes, I
listened.
listened.
If you feel like self-conscious about like being on camera or feeling like you're not ready.
It's not even that. It's just like...
That was me. Like, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be doing...
Well, maybe it is. Maybe, because, like, I see all these fitness people, and what works...
You don't want to be sexy.
Right.
Yes.
What works is pretty. This world...
No, that doesn't... No, that's the cheapest, fastest, shortest path. That works. That's not the best path.
Right.
And that doesn't have to be your path.
Right, and that's what I don't want. I don't want... Because I'm not... Don't want to be... I am pretty, but I don't want that... I don't want people to see...
Well, you don't have to have a butt pic to talk about your squat workout.
Right.
You can, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but... You don't
there's times when I'm proud and I'm like, here the fuck I am.
Yeah.
But I don't want to sit here every day and like find a different angle for me to like advertise myself.
Yeah.
No, that's not how I need to do it. I just want to create a space where humans feel welcome to learn about health on their own. I mean, yes, I want to be there for support and to help them find that path that they need to or they want to go down, but I want them to figure it out. I want to create the space of just like support, and like health is the answer of saving the world.
Yeah. Well, me being able to jump over that hump of like feeling embarrassed and weird and like awkward came all from watching his videos. Seriously. And I went to his event in May, and then I saw in Charleston there was this conference that he did every year for like 3 years.
Right.
And so that's how I became introduced to him, and that's like how I got over the hump.
I just feel like everybody wants to do it these days, and I don't want to look like I think that's what it is.
Well, I don't care. I mean, because look at me. Glitter, I've liked glitter.
But dude, nobody sells glitter.
I know.
Well, you found the market
that sell glitter.
Right, but you found a market that like...
But it's also me. And even though, like, mermaids are, like, a fad now, and, like, glitter is, like, a thing, and, like, the raves and, like, all that stuff, it could look... I'm sure people are like, oh, she's just jumping on that bandwagon of, like, popular stuff. But this actually is, like, my passion forever. And so I kind of just... I'm like, whatever. Like, I just don't care.
Right.
If you don't like it, or... I just don't care. I'm having fun. And, like, this is weird to me, but I'm doing it anyway. You know? Like, this is hard. I'm, like, very aware that that's there, and it's weird. But now I'm kind of getting over it. I just feel
like I have to, like...
I know. Like,
look at it, because I'm talking, but... Yeah, it is...
You just have to, like, not care at all.
Fear hump. I mean,
watch a bunch of his YouTubes, and you'll just be like, oh, fuck it.
Because...
and you'll feel better.
Well, then, I actually have to get my CPT, Certified Personal Training. I actually have to do that.
But why haven't you? There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Why that's the only thing you haven't done. Come on.
Yeah, that's the only thing I haven't done.
Like, just go watch some of his videos. And also, I feel kind of lucky. Like, I almost died. That made me be like, I don't give a fuck what you think.
That's true.
Like that changed a lot of things. Just like in my perspective.
I didn't have to almost die to feel that way. I just had to turn 28. I was like...
No, I did. I was so self-conscious. Like, even if you look at, like, my Instagram, my Facebook, before that time, I, like, never posted pictures of myself. I, like, never. Like, you will not see any. You will see pictures of flowers.
That is true.
You go look, and all you'll see is flowers, because I love flowers. And... because I was, like, so self-conscious. And, like, I have pictures of me from that time, but I would be like, don't post that. And, like, like with my family, like they know I like hate taking photos, and I'm like so weird and like so shy, and like wouldn't post anything, and like now I'm like, oh fuck, I don't tag me, I don't care.
Right.
It
yeah.
It changed a lot, and my business has nothing to do with like my face, like, but I'm still like weird about it, and
I am too. I am too. Well, health and fitness, I feel like
that's
is
a much harder thing.
a stigma. Like, no, I am not the most muscular and like aesthetically shaped out there, but
even
I guess that
marketing,
is relatable.
I know you were into it too. Makeup. That is probably the number one reason I gave up on like my makeup dream, is because I felt like people were judging me every day, and I felt like I can never have my career be based on what I look like, because I'll crumble. I'm not like emotionally stable, or like, I don't know. So
Makeup is
is
hard.
Yeah,
makeup is like, hard.
But now I'm kind of back to makeup in a roundabout way. But I wanted to be a makeup artist. That's like how when I was in high school, when I was like 15, I was like trying to be a makeup artist, and like when I got to be the age of like meeting makeup artists, and I did Fashion Week a couple of years, not as a makeup artist, just as production, and then seeing like what that was like, I was like, I can't live like this. Like, I can't let my life be like this. It was too much pressure on what I've actually looked like every day.
Oh, there's so much pressure. Oh my gosh. It just, makeup's a hard industry. It's like right there with unless like fashion.
Unless you are totally 100% confident, which no one really is. But I mean, after being in it and seeing what it was like, I was like, okay, never mind. This can't be my job. It's a cutthroat.
It's cutthroat.
And I mean, like,
there are people that out there that'll just literally look at you and be like, no.
Yeah. Yes, they will. And they'll be like, ugh. It was too savage. I think now, if I was like, oh, I want to be a makeup artist, I could do it now, feeling as confident as I am. But being like 19 or 20, no.
Yeah.
And, like,
it's a big difference.
But also, I'm kind of glad, because I feel like I am still doing makeup, but I'm doing it in a more fun way. That's more fun for me.
Yes, I think you are too.
So,
I definitely think you are. Yeah.
And it's not
Porter
again,
like
not
gets
based on my face.
Yeah, Porter gets on me. He's just like, "Why didn't you continue with makeup?" And I was just like,
I think it's okay to let some things go.
It just wasn't like, my heart is in like health and helping people. And yes, makeup can be
I think it can help you a lot and make you feel better about yourself.
Makeup definitely can.
Also fun, like creative wise.
I have done some girls that were like acne all over their skin, and then I like helped with the redness and all that stuff, and then like I had one girl, she started crying, and I was like, please don't cry.
No, you're gonna mess it up.
But no, I definitely think makeup is like
it's a wonderful tool.
It is.
It's really good. I think there's a lot of. I went through a weird phase where I like. Whenever I feel like something is a crutch, I'm like we were talking, I try to cut it out immediately, and so for a long time I felt like I couldn't do anything without makeup. So then I had to get rid of it completely, and I stopped wearing it.
Yeah.
And like now I'm back to like I wear whatever I want. Like I wear the same eyeliner every day, or lipstick, whatever.
I don't wear makeup every day. It just wasn't. I'm not a very super like. I feel like makeup. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
But it's a very superficial type thing, or materialistic. I don't know.
It's just not
me.
I feel like it can be, because I went through the phase of being like, I must collect every palette and I must have everything, and it became like a how many things do I have?
Yeah.
But then it also was like I have to look a certain way before I leave. But now I've gotten it to where what I do is where I do for me. Like I like the things I'm wearing, and I pretty much wear the same thing, unless I do glitter sometimes too. But like I'm not doing it now for other people, and I'm not afraid to go anywhere totally no makeup.
Right.
I'm telling you, I probably didn't go anywhere no makeup until I was like 22. From like 15 to 22,
you did
not.
wear makeup.
Do you not remember?
Oh, yeah, I know.
I would wear full stage makeup like every day. And if you were like, oh, let's go to Sonic on Saturday, I would be like, hold on, and take 30 minutes and do all this shit to go through the drive-thru. Like, I wouldn't leave my house.
And then there's me that was like in oversized
overalls.
And see, that's me. And like, that's another thing with my health and fitness. Like, I shop at Goodwill, and I really don't give a fuck.
Don't wear Lululemon and shit.
No, I don't. Now, if I will find Lululemon at Goodwill.
Really?
By the way, P.S. just got a pair of white pants, brand new, tag still on it, $140 Lily Pulitzer white jeans.
And how much did you get them for?
$3.
$3. That's amazing.
Yeah, but anyway, like, that's me. Like, I don't wear these sports bras and like try to show off, you know, in my in the gym. Like, I am there for a fucking reason. Well, now my whole like aspect of health has changed. It used to be for aesthetics, and now it's kind of, you know, I just want to be fucking strong. Like, I just want to be honestly, I would like to compete as a power lifter.
Ooh,
truthfully.
that would be so fun.
Truthfully, I would love to do that. And I think I would be badass at it because I'm so short.
And
I think I could
like,
break
what?
records, man. I totally
totally
think
could.
I don't have far to get off the
You're
ground.
the smallest person in the world.
I am a miniature human. But like, I just want to be strong, and I really don't care that I'm wearing an oversized Braves t-shirt in the gym.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. It's like, do I please the masses and like take my shirt off and flex my abs, or do I just keep my Brave shirt on when you can't
want to? I don't think there's anything wrong with it if you're coming from it because you wanted to. Like with makeup, I don't think it's bad.
No.
And now when I do makeup, I wear.
I wish I had the energy to do it in the morning.
Yeah. I mean, I live in the woods now, so like I don't. But I'm like, I'm coming to Asheville. I'm gonna put on my lipstick. Like, you know, this is fancy for me now. Okay.
Oh, wait till you go out in Asheville. You need to come for a weekend. And oh my gosh, I remember the first time we went out. Like, going out is not a thing here either. I mean, yes, people do go out, but they don't get hammered. They like chill and listen
so they're not from Columbia.
Right, exactly. They chill and they listen to good music and like they sip on their beer. Keyword sip, which is like, whoa. But I remember I went out and I was dressed to the nines because that's what you did in Columbia. Like,
and Charleston's like that too.
Oh my gosh, Charleston.
Charleston is like, I don't go out in Charleston because I can't deal with it. It's too much.
Oh yeah, here you look like an outcast.
People are like, what is wrong with that?
Like, I literally walked in heels and like a dress when I went out, and I was like, they were like, who the fuck is this bitch?
Oh no.
Who is this girl? Put a t-shirt on.
Oh no.
Oh, like, you're gonna be like the prettiest girl.
Oh great.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I know, you'll love it.
It's gonna be awesome.
You will. But yeah, that is one thing I'm slowly starting to get better at with Instagram, because that is like the main form of getting yourself out there now.
Mm-hmm. It is.
And I don't have the marketing skills like most people do. I'm just kind of like, I like this photo, I'm going to post it.
I mean, that's a good strategy.
See, that's my problem.
That's one way to do it.
I don't really know. I don't.
You gotta get on Gary Vee. He has all the best tips. You gotta.
Does he?
Yes. Okay. Don't watch his Instas though, because those
His
are like where he
podcasts
gets
are
really.
not very good.
You don't. Okay.
They're short.
Well, I would go on YouTube, and there are videos that are more tactical, and you can search like Instagram strategy, fitness strategy, like. Look for his name and your keywords, because he has so much content on YouTube. I don't like his Instagram. To me, is more geared towards attracting like young guys, because that's his market. That's fine, but his keynotes and like his other content on YouTube is practical, usable, like strateges for marketing yourself and starting your
run
business.
A marathon and do it all in one day.
No, I'm like, I'm never sleeping again. Like, like I can get amped.
Oh, yeah. I can
go
too.
off and just get really...
And that's another thing. That's another thing, too, with marketing. Like, I'm so tired of going on these fitness Insta people.
Stop looking at them. Unfollow all of
No,
them.
that and
I would
reading their
recommend that.
sob story. Like, why can't this be fun? Like,
Yes.
healthy? Like, stop ragging on people that aren't healthy and just be like, yo,
look how fun it is.
this is great. This is fun. I feel awesome.
If I would tell you to try, unfollow all the people that you feel are like doing what you want to do. Get rid of it, clear it out, and just see what you do see what you like, see what you're drawn to without any outside influences in your fitness space. Because that's what I was doing. I was following every female entrepreneur, all these cosmetic brands, all these like festivals, and I just started to feel like shit. So I unfollowed everyone, and I don't give a fuck, and I just post whatever I want on my mermaid account. Like on my mermaid account, I follow the mermaids, and I like interact with all of them. They're like my little friends now, but I do not follow any other cosmetic brands or any other people that I feel like I want to be like. I don't follow them anymore because I felt like it was influencing my inner narrative, and it was messing with my thing. Like, I know what I want to do. I don't need to like look at all that anymore.
That's true.
And the good thing about Gary is he's so nothing to do with any, like, he's not in cosmetics, he's not really anything women related, so I can really look at his stuff abstractly and just pull out like this strategy, and nothing is like a similar nature or competitive nature, so it's like I don't get distracted of like I ever have to do it just like him.
Right.
I just pull out like abstract strategies.
What works for you or what
he doesn't really
latch on
go
to.
into fitness that much. There was one period when he had this one personal trainer and he was talking about it a lot because he was helping him with his business. But mostly he's talking about other shit. He's talking about like insurance and like book sales and like stuff. So it's easy to like not feel...
I've tried to read up on like how to make your Instagram, but I can't even take good pictures aesthetically.
Yes, you can.
No, I'm just like, I don't have...
And you're funny. You should be doing stories because that's where you can be silly.
Dude, everybody says that I'm funny. I don't know.
You are.
I don't get it.
You got to get on stories and just be you and just be silly on your stories and like...
There's some things that that's true. There are some things that I think that I'm like... My friends have said like, you just say what you think out loud.
I knowing you would feel like working out with you would be the funnest thing in the world. But looking at Instagram... Do you want to do a workout today? No, I didn't bring any workout clothes.
I was going to tell you to.
Damn, you should have. I would have brought some.
What size shoes do you wear?
Not your size. Look at that foot. Okay.
We can do barefoot.
We can do barefoot. Whatever. But you should, like, knowing you, I would want to work out with you 100%. But looking at your Instagram, I don't know. I don't gather any of that, like, from you. Do you know what I mean? Like, the silly, the fun.
I don't know what to do.
Stories. Just do stories. Just start doing them.
So tomorrow you're going to see all these stories.
I can't wait. I want to watch them. It'll motivate me. You know what I'm doing as my workout? So I'm not...
So should I videotape my workouts?
Yeah, and you should do the location of Asheville on each one. Like, just make it really tiny so you'll show up in the Asheville thing, but nothing else unless you want to. And just be silly and just do whatever you would normally do in the gym. And, like, talk about your smoothies and, like, all that kind of stuff. Totally.
They look like boogers.
That's funny.
Everybody thinks they look
smoothies. Nobody else says that. They're like, oh, this kale is amazing.
Oh, no, fuck that. I hate kale.
I know. I think kale is the worst.
It is the worst.
I'd rather eat straight spinach every day than one bite of kale.
I attempted kale yesterday at Whole Foods because I was not going to cook. Oh, no, it didn't work out. I gave it to Molly. Molly didn't even eat it, if that's saying much.
Where'd she go?
Right now, Molly.
But yeah, I would definitely do that.
Molly's a part of my workouts.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Dogs are great on Insta. You should definitely be posting
This is what she does.
See? You need to...
Either that or she sits on me.
To hold down your feet while you do crunches.
Yeah.
That's another thing that Gary talks about is, like, document, don't create. Like, don't try to produce a workout video. Just document what you're naturally doing, which is what my whole vlog is. There is no production quality in it.
I was going to say, like,
It is not fancy.
Porter even said that. I was trying to create stuff, but I just,
No.
like, I'm not good at that. I'm just, like, here I am in my oversized t-shirt, and, like,
This is what I do.
This is what I do.
I've been doing the driveway challenge. Which is,
I know, that's
have
awesome.
you been seeing it? That is how I have this epically large
That is
scab
that
on
is
the whole front of
huge.
my shin. That's because I tripped walking down. Because I was trying to get my phone ready to, like, take a picture of the driveway challenge, and I just went, bam, slid. And that's why it's like that.
That's
But I have an epically large driveway that is very steep.
That's
and I only
good.
go halfway down, and I sprint to the top, and it takes almost a whole minute. That's how slow I am.
I don't run.
Well, it's
So
really
kudos
uphill, so it's
to
kind of
you.
like a leg thing. And then I have a kettlebell, but I haven't been using that.
I don't run.
I've been moving boxes.
I will run to the coffee shop or the wine store, but
Yeah. I don't really like running either, but that one little sprint, I can do that.
that's good though.
Yeah.
That's something. See, that's the type of activity I like. Like, I have one client, she suffers from endometriosis, and any kind of hard, intensive exercising makes it worse. So she literally walks, and
Yeah.
she loves it. She loves it. And I think that that's what a lot of people need to find. It's something that they incorporate into their day
Yeah.
and do. And so, like, I don't think you have to go to the gym to be fit.
Yeah.
I don't.
No.
And
And
I
I
don't-
like being outside, and it's like I live in this outside
Yeah.
cool place.
Oh
and
my
I wanna
gosh,
just
you
go out
live in
there.
a great place to do. Like, you could
And
do a
there's this
workout on
whole-
their porch.
Yeah, I have my yoga mat out there, but since I hurt my knee, I can't do any of the poses. I was doing yoga, but
oh,
then,
I love yoga.
but it's kind of better now. But right here
It
there was
looks-
like a. Can you see
looks
that yellow
swollen,
spot? It is
yeah.
swollen. It doesn't hurt anymore, but I mean,
That
I
does
can't
look
do
bad.
any of the things where you do yoga and your knees touch. So I haven't done it for like 4 days, but
Just a lot of downward dog.
yeah, but I like doing all those other things and like
Tree.
child.
Child's pose.
You know where you just like kind of lay down. That one.
I know,
my.
So my friend from Batesburg, Leesville, and Clemson, she never heard of yoga. She's like, "What's that yoga thing?" So I took her to a yoga class, and she was like, "But she called me when I used to go by Barkus," which shout out to the people that still call me that.
That's why I almost introduced you as, and I was like, how about you introduce yourself? Because I don't know what to say here.
Yeah, you can call me Barkus. I love it.
I like being.
You're the real
Serena
MVP.
Ballerina.
Yeah. No, but Drakey, she got in there, and then, of course there's these like very basic girls, like they're like, we yoga all the time, and Drakey, like, she's like, I'm just gonna sit in child's pose. I'm not doing all this shit. She's like, this sucks.
Some days you need that. Sometimes I got right into yoga in the last month before I moved in Charleston, and it was
Have you tried hot yoga?
best. I have done some yoga where it was heated, but it wasn't up to 104.
Yeah. That is
I think Bikram has to be 104, right?
right. Bikram. There's a difference between like a warm yoga, a
I've
warm
only
flow,
done the warm
and then
flows,
there's
yeah.
Bikram.
I haven't done the full deal. I want to try it, but I just haven't done it
And
yet.
Bikram is just poses.
Yeah.
to-
Well, the yoga I was doing, some of it was flow, and then some of it was those static poses, just not heated. But I really liked it. And that's what I've been trying to do at home now. I think I'm going to end up getting, like, going on YouTube and watching a full one when my knee is fixed.
Dude,
What do you go to?
Andrea, she's great. Free.
Yeah.
That's like
that's
another
amazing.
thing that people with health and fitness, they say it's
So expensive.
It's so expensive. No, it's fucking not.
There's
No,
a lot of free stuff.
It's not. Go to the library.
Are they like
Check
workout
out
books?
DVDs.
Oh, they have DVDs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Nancy Pants is the... Oh, like, she loves her DVDs from the library. Like, she's, like, all about it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like, and like yesterday I went to Aldi And everybody's like, well, yeah, meat can be expensive, but they have grass-fed burger patties there that are
At
organic at Aldi.
Wow.
And I got them for $11.
Wow.
Like, you can find it. You just have to, make it a priority.
Yeah, you make time for what you want to make time for, and
that I strongly believe that.
Sometimes you don't want to make time for fitness.
That's why I think it's a good thing to start incorporating, make it yoga with Adrienne.
Yoga with Adrienne. Okay,
She's
we'll put that in the show notes.
Yeah, yoga with Adrienne. She's awesome.
On YouTube.
That's why I think, like, get your 10,000 steps in with your Fitbit. Or, like, go walking with your dog. Go hiking. Find something to do. Because not everybody likes to go and look at weights all the time.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's different.
Yeah. So.
Everyone's different.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, we're Starbucks. They're empty.
Almost.
So it is time to wrap it up. Where can people find you online?
I just changed my name, actually.
I did see that. So tell us.
It was Miss Little Fit, but I have changed it to SBP Fit _Fit. So SBP _Fit.
And we're going to see a lot of stories with your dog now, right?
A lot of stories with my dog in the gym.
Yes.
Now I'm going to feel like I have to look cute.
No, you don't.
I know.
That's the whole point, remember?
I know, that's the point.
Not cute fit.
Not
Make that be your name.
In my bio. Not cute.
I'm real fit, but not cute. That's a lie. You're the cutest, but that's funny. Okay, well, thank you for
Molly,
being here.
did you fart? Oh my
Molly.
gosh. We were doing so well.
We were.
She's
Right as you're closing out the show. Well, thank you for being here.
Oh.
We'll definitely do some workout videos. Oh, God. We gotta call it a day.
All right. Bye.